Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Deepa Agrawal. In this video, I am going to explain you the topic MongoDB. It is for second year computer science students of semester 4. So let's start with our topic. These are the contents which I am going to cover in this video. First, introduction of MongoDB, history of MongoDB, features of MongoDB, and difference between SQL database and no SQL database, and what is the meaning of replication and sharding. So first we'll see what is MongoDB. MongoDB is a document oriented database. It is an open source product developed and supported by a company named Tengen. MongoDB is available under general public license for free, and it is also available under commercial license from the manufacturer. MongoDB was designed to work with commodity servers. Now it is used by the company of all sizes across all industry. MongoDB is no SQL database. So we can say MongoDB is open source document database that provides high performance, high availability and automatic scaling. Now we'll see history of MongoDB. MongoDB was developed by a New York based organization named Tengen, which is now known as MongoDB Incorporation. It was initially developed as a PaaS, that is platform as a service. Later in 2009, it is introduced in the market as an open source database server that was maintained and supported by MongoDB Incorporated. The first ready production of MongoDB has been considered from version 1.4, which was released in March 2010. Now, what is the purpose of building MongoDB? All the modern applications require big data, fast features development, flexible deployment, and the other database system not competent enough, so the MongoDB was needed. Following our primary purpose of building MongoDB, that is scalability, performance, high availability, develop faster, deploy easier, and scale bigger. Now, high availability through built-in replication and failover, horizontal scalability with native sharding, end-to-end security, native document validation and schema exploration with Compass, management tooling for automation, monitoring and backup, fully elastic database as a service with built-in best practices. So these are the need which MongoDB fulfill. Now we'll see features of MongoDB. It supports an ad hoc queries. In MongoDB, we can search by field, range query, and it also supports regular expression searches. Indexing. We can index any field in a document. Replication. MongoDB supports master-slave replication. A master can perform reads and writes, and slave copies data from the master and can only be used for reads or backup, not for writes. Duplication of data. MongoDB can run over multiple servers. The data is duplicated to keep the system up and also keep its running condition in case of hardware failure. Load balancing. It has an automatic load balancing configuration because of data placed in shards. It supports map, reduce and aggregation tools. It uses JavaScript instead of procedures. It is a schema-less database. MongoDB provides high performance. It stores files of any size easily without complicating our stack. It is easy to administer in the case of failures. It also supports JSON data model with dynamic schemas and auto sharding for horizontal scalability. Now, what are the advantages of MongoDB? Full cloud-based developer data platform, then flexible document schemas, widely supported and code native data access, change friendly design, it supports powerful querying and analytics, it is easy horizontal scale out with sharding, simple installation, cost effective, and full technical support and documentation. Disadvantages of MongoDB. Nothing is fully complete or perfect. In spite of having so many advantages, MongoDB has some limitations also. So we'll see what are these limitations. First is joins not supported. MongoDB doesn't support joins like a relational database. Yet one can use joins functionality by adding coding manually, but it may slow execution and affect performance. Second disadvantage is high memory usage. MongoDB stores key names for each value pair, and it also, due to no functionality of joins, there is a data redundancy. This results in increasing unnecessary usage of memory. Limited data size. We can have a document size not more than 16 MB. And last one is limited nesting. We cannot perform the nesting of documents for more than 100 labels. So these are the few disadvantages of MongoDB. Now, where this MongoDB can be used? While MongoDB has wide application, it is used most commonly for the following purposes: building mobile and social infrastructure, managing and delivering content, big data, data hub, and managing user data. Now we'll see what is the difference between SQL database and NoSQL database. Because MongoDB is the NoSQL database, so we'll see the difference. SQL is a relational database management system, and NoSQL is non-relational or distributed database system. SQL databases have fixed or static or predefined schemas, but NoSQL have dynamic schemas. SQL databases are best suited for complex queries, but NoSQL databases are not so good for complex queries. SQL databases are vertically scalable. NoSQL databases are horizontally scalable. SQL databases follows ACID property, but NoSQL databases follows base property. So these are the main differences between SQL database and NoSQL database. Now you can see the different NoSQL applications like graph database, document oriented, and column family. MongoDB is the document oriented NoSQL database. Now, why MongoDB is easy to use? You can see in this example, the table is there and it is compared with the MongoDB document. So in MongoDB we don't make a table. There is no rows and columns. Like we type in Word, we can store the records in that format. MongoDB does not need any predefined data schema. Every document could have different data. In RDBMS and MongoDB, there are the few terms. In RDBMS, database is called database only, and MongoDB it is known as database. The table in MongoDB is called collection, and rows in MongoDB is known as document. Column is called field, and joins are known as embedded document. Partition is called shard. So there are terms which are different in RDBMS and MongoDB. You can see in this example there are different fields in one row. So in first row there are 6 fields, in second row there are 4 fields, and in third row there are 2 fields, and fourth row there are 3 fields, and fifth row there are 5 fields. This concept is not possible in RDBMS. When we create a table, the row and field should be in each row, the column should be same, but in MongoDB it is document based, so there can be different fields in one table. Now what is replication? Replication provides redundancy and increases data availability. With multiple copies of data on different database servers, replication provides a level of fault tolerance against the loss of a single database server. Sharding. Sharding is a method for distributing data across multiple machines. MongoDB uses sharding to support deployments with very large data sets and high throughput operations. So replication is split data sets across multiple data nodes for high availability, and sharding scale up or down horizontally when it is required for high throughput. So the conclusion of this video is MongoDB is a flexible document-oriented database platform that is designed to be the cloud database of choice for enterprise applications. And MongoDB provides a number of features that make it a great choice for a wide variety of applications. Thank you.